What's up guys, welcome back. Today we have something extra special, very highly requested. I'm gonna show you guys how to recreate Outback's chicken wings. Now, there's a couple recipes online that call for some odd ingredients. I'm gonna taste test these right now and get an idea of what I think needs to go in here, and then we're gonna recreate it for you guys. I've got my blue cheese here. I'm gonna show you guys a blue cheese recipe as well. You guys know I'm a drums over flats kind of guy. We got some breading here. I'm gonna try to taste just the breading real quick and see if I can go on in for the dunk. Cheers, my friends. They are good. I see why they're highly requested. We live? Oh. All right, so after about 12 wings, I think I finally got the flavor profile nailed down. There's a couple things that are a little bit different that you probably don't have in the kitchen, but most of the ingredients are stuff that you got laying around. So we'll get into that in just a second. But before we get into the recipe, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well.
And this episode is sponsored by Audible. If you know me, you know I'm an avid reader, and I love Audible because they offer incredible selections of audiobooks across every genre, from bestsellers to new releases to celebrity memoirs, mysteries, thrillers, motivation, wellness, business, and more. Audible also lets you enjoy all of your audio entertainment in one app. You'll always find the best of what you love or something new to discover. Personally, I think reading the right books is one of the best ways to change your life for the better, and that's why I want to recommend Audible to you. And once you become a member, you get full access to a growing selection of included audiobooks, Audible originals, and podcasts. I travel quite a bit, and Audible makes those long plane rides and road trips so much more of an enjoyable experience. I'm currently reading Phil Knight's Shoe Dog for the second time to channel my inner entrepreneur on these road trips. With thousands of titles to choose from and podcasts to listen to, I think you should give it a try. Today, visit audible.com/Mr. Make It Happen or text Mr. Make It Happen to 500-500. That's audible.com/Mr. Make It Happen or text Mr. Make It Happen to 500-500. All right, guys, meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen. First things first, let's take a look at the seasonings that are gonna bring this recipe to life. Here we have some poultry seasoning, some ground cumin, some all-purpose seasoning, or you can use a blend of salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. We have some hot sauce and some butter, about 2 tablespoons of that. So far, pretty simple ingredients that most people have in their household, but I did read online that at some point Outback was frying their chicken wings in pork lard, so that's what we're going with today. That, and along with this chicken bouillon powder, which has MSG, which a lot of restaurants and fast food places are using to add a little bit more flavor. Those are the two things that are gonna separate the flavor profile of these chicken wings and make them taste just like at Outback, but a lot better because you made them at home. All right, guys, now it's time to clean the chicken. You just wanna make sure there's no bone fragments or cartilage, anything that could damage your teeth. Give them a rinse under cold water, and then we're gonna dry them off. Just lay down a few sheets of paper towels. I'm gonna place the chicken down evenly. Make sure they have some breathing room. And there's that cartilage I'm talking about right there, my friends. We wanna get rid of that. So you wanna break out some sharp kitchen scissors and just chop that off. Sometimes if that fries, it can kind of get stuck in the breading and you won't notice it. And you don't wanna chip your tooth because a dentist visit is not fun and it's pretty expensive. And we need to save all the money we can right now with the price of chicken wings, right? So go ahead and dry the chicken wings thoroughly like you see me doing right here. Quick reminder, guys, that all the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. All right, once our chicken wings are clean and dry, we're gonna go ahead and add them to a mixing bowl and begin to season them up. The first coat going down is gonna be my all-purpose seasoning. Feel free to use whatever all-purpose seasoning you have at the house that you enjoy if you don't have mine. Then we're going down with the poultry seasoning. Get in there with your hands and really make sure that you massage that in. You want the wings evenly coated in all of that flavor. There we go, looking good. Once you have the chicken wings seasoned properly, we're gonna go ahead and season our flour with those ingredients I showed you before, the all-purpose seasoning, the cumin, the chicken bouillon powder, the poultry seasoning. Personally, I would start with about 2 teaspoons of each and then kind of taste it to make sure that it's seasoned adequately. Just a fingertip, not a spoonful. If you don't taste your flour, then you're just guessing. And if I learned anything during community college, if you're guessing, you're gonna be wrong. So here we have a whisk. We're just gonna mix to combine, make sure that everything is evenly distributed and set that aside. Now, my friends, it's time to make some homemade blue cheese dressing. If you don't like blue cheese, then I'm sorry, you can skip past this part. But for the rest of us that got some sense, we're gonna start with some mayo and some sour cream. Then we're going down with some worst word in the world sauce to add a little tang. Let me know in the comments what your favorite wing dipping sauce is. I'm a blue cheese guy myself. There we have a little buttermilk and apple cider vinegar. Break out the whisk and mix to combine, and then we're gonna go in with some good quality blue cheese. Usually I like to get the kind that I can crumble myself. I find that it always has a little bit better flavor, but use whatever you like. And if you don't like blue cheese, guys, you can make ranch dressing. I have a recipe for that on another wing video that I'll link to in the description box. But here we go, we're adding an adequate amount of blue cheese because we're grown, and we're gonna hit that with a little salt and pepper or a little AP seasoning. Break out the whisk and mix to combine. You wanna taste as you go and adjust the flavor to your preference as always. This is looking good. I like to add a little buttermilk to mine because it adds that extra flavor that I enjoy. Nice and creamy. We're gonna pop that in the fridge to chill. And now we're moving on to our wings. They've had some time to absorb all that flavor from the seasoning. And now we're gonna add those wings to the seasoned flour. I like to add my wings to the flour about 15 minutes prior to frying. So we're gonna add them to an aluminum foil lined baking sheet like you see right here. This gives the flour time to adhere to the chicken, which results in extra crispy chicken and juicy chicken. And you'll notice that the flour doesn't fall off and burn up at the bottom of your deep fryer. Now, speaking of deep fryers, I'm using a Dutch oven today, but use whatever you like or whatever you have at the house. We're gonna add our pork lard. If you don't wanna use pork lard, guys, use whatever cooking oil you enjoy. And now we're gonna add our wings to 350-degree oil and let them fry up for about 7 to 8 minutes or until they're golden brown and beautiful. We're looking for about 165 to 175 degrees internal temperature on the chicken wings. Get in there with some tongs and make sure you flip them around to ensure they're cooking evenly on both sides. These wings are absolutely phenomenal, guys. If you've never had wings from Outback, then you're totally missing out. Their chicken wings are way better than the steak. And now, my friends, you can enjoy them from the comfort of your home, and they'll be 10 times better. Take a look at that chicken wing, perfectly crispy, nice and golden brown. Now that the wings are done, we're gonna go ahead and remove them. I like to place them on a wire rack to drain. That way the air can circulate around them and they remain nice and crispy. I like this method instead of using a paper towel because the paper towel will eventually absorb all of that oil and get soggy. And once that paper towel gets soggy, then so will your chicken wings. And we want crispy wings around here. So while we wait for those chicken wings to cool off a little bit, we're gonna make a quick sauce by adding 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter, followed by a teaspoon or 2 of that chicken bouillon powder. That's gonna add a lot of flavor to this sauce, guys. Allow that butter to absorb all of that bouillon, and then we're going in with our hot sauce. You can use whatever hot sauce you want. Today I'm using Frank's Red Hot, but Tabasco or something like that would work well here also. Really, guys, use whatever your favorite hot sauce is or whatever you have on hand. Just make sure you adjust for the spice level that you're looking for. Once the sauce is tasting how we want it and it's nice and warm, we're gonna go ahead and add those beautiful chicken wings to a mixing bowl. Then we're gonna add that sauce and give them a toss. It's always important to warm your wing sauce before adding it to the chicken. You never want to put cold sauce on hot food. Oh man, look at those chicken wings. You guys have got to give this recipe a try. Now it's time to plate this up. Brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. There goes that homemade blue cheese, and I'm gonna grab a drum because drums are better than flats. Yes, I said it. I do eat both though. Equal opportunity wing eater. Going in for the taste test. Let's see what we got. These wings are absolutely money. Give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you give your boy a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and the bell to enable notifications. And as always, thank you for your support.